All right, David, go ahead.
Hey, Bailey, thanks for taking the time with us today. Obviously, you have some history with Florida State. Can you just kind of talk about, the excitement to start this game and to really, make a statement?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Just kind of keeping momentum going from last week. But yeah, I mean, I played this game before, played in it last year. It's good to see all the guys. I don't know nearly as much of the players as I did last year, just because they're younger. A lot of the guys left, but it should be a lot of fun to see those guys and to play against them.
It, I was doing a little research before, and it was never really, explained why you left Florida State. Can you give us a little details on why it just didn't work out?
Yeah, it had there's a lot that went into it. But obviously I went there to play for Jimbo. Sorry, the dogs barking here. But obviously I went to Florida State to play for Jimbo. And when he left, that was kind of hard. But me and Taggart just kind of ended up having a little bit of a disagreement on things. And ultimately I just felt like it wasn't where I was supposed to be at, and I felt like I just needed to change, and ended up working out pretty good. So proud of it.
You got to let us see the dog, Bailey.
He's sitting back here getting mad at me.
Oh, wow. Good dog.
Kind of looks like Tuffy a little bit, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the black, so. Jonas, what you got?
Yeah, that dog would definitely keep me out if I ever came near that house. Good gracious. Bailey, thank you for taking the time and speaking with us. When we talked with Coach Doran the other day, he said part of the reason why he thought you looked so comfortable against Miami is because you guys had an extra week, and Coach Beck and you kind of worked together on what plays you like, what you're comfortable with, and we saw that on Saturday. So do you guys kind of expand on that now in another week with Florida State, or you kind of go back to sort of the same script that you had last week?
No, I mean we definitely got to expand on it because Florida State plays a little bit different of a defense. So we got to get our plays that work against that defense. But same sort of memo, I guess, in the way that Coach Beck is going to teach and the way that I'm going to learn it and how we're going to have to put it all together. So it shouldn't really make too much of a difference. But yeah, we're ready to go. Been working hard, so.
And when you guys sit down and go over what you like and what you're comfortable with, is it all your input to him? Or he kind of asks questions? Is it just you telling him, okay, I like this, I like this, I like that?
Honestly, it's kind of the other way. It's kind of him telling me what he likes, and then I'm just kind of like, I don't know, coach. He's like, well, that's a good play, so we're gonna run it. But no, he does a good job. But yeah, it's kind of just him kind of telling me like, all right, this is good because of this reason. And I'll be like, well, and I don't really feel comfortable with that, or oh yeah, that looks great. I like that. So it's kind of back and forth. It's a good dynamic.
Gary Hahn, what you got?
Yeah, how much did the second half of the Carolina game and your performance last week against Miami boost your confidence? And what is your confidence level now that you can lead this team over the last 4 games?
Yeah, I feel extremely confident. It takes a minute. Just haven't really played in a game in 3 years or 4 years until up to last year, and it takes a second, especially at quarterback, to kind of get the real bullets flying because you don't ever get hit in practice or anything. So those real bullets flying just makes it a lot different. So it takes a second to kind of get used to it and kind of be able to keep your eyes up and not worry about rush and things like that. So it definitely has made my confidence go up a lot.
Todd Gibson.
Yeah, Bailey, kind of piggybacking off of Gary's question, you're now getting most of the reps in practice. I mean, how important is that for a quarterback to get those extra reps that a starting quarterback gets in practice?
Yeah, reps are extremely important. Just almost like building a resume. You just got to keep, I keep making this play. So in his game day, I don't ever second guess myself, or, so I can just pull the trigger when I need to. And, that's what those reps do.
So, and you've been a backup quarterback. I mean, to not get those reps as a backup quarterback, does that kind of hold you back a little bit? Even though you're the starter now, but just looking back.
Yeah, it's kind of good as a backup quarterback because I've only been a starter or backup at NC State, and it's good because the starter and the backup, like the starter will get 4 plays and the backup will get 3. So that's kind of how the rotation goes. So it's only like 1 less. So I still get a good amount of reps, but definitely just getting those reps that are scripted out for me, the plays that I need, against the looks I need to see, definitely helps a lot.
Thanks, Bailey. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
JB.
Hey, Bailey, thanks for taking out the time. I was hoping you could elaborate a little bit more when you said Florida State has a different type of defense. You had great success against Miami's defense, and, a lot of those players are recruited from the Florida area, and they're known for, their athletic ability. So what did you kind of mean when you said Florida State has a different type of defense, or is there anything that maybe jumps out at you when you look at their film?
Yeah, very similar. They're very similar, like personnel-wise, like athletically, but their scheme is just a little bit different. They play a lot more 2 high than rather 1 high that Miami would play. But it's still very similar. But there's just little things that change up reads or change up, different calls that coach would like more or less, just based on where people align.
And just to follow up on that, how much confidence do you gain, as far as you leading this offense, especially with the way you performed last Friday night? I think somebody said something about, you holding down the reins of this team for the final 4 games of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely confidence is, feeling great, feeling ready to play. Just want to do the best I can to give the guys a chance to win. And that's my job. Throw the ball so receivers can make a play and stay behind those offensive linemen. I think it'll be a great day for us.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Alec.
Hey, Bailey. Coach Doran talked yesterday about how Devin Leary has been engaged through all this kind of in practice on the sideline. How helpful has he been for you as kind of, I guess, like a sounding board throughout all of this, even though obviously he's not playing and practicing?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, me and Devin have a great relationship. We always have. And it's always good to have another guy that's like kind of played and kind of heard the same things that you've heard from coaches, or sometimes a coach will say something to a player and you kind of maybe will interpret it a little bit wrong, or so it's good to have somebody to kind of talk to be like, no man, like it's all right, just keep moving, like do this, do that, and you'll be good. And so it's definitely good to have him around, and he's done a great job, helping out. So
David.
Just to piggyback on, can you talk about your relationship with Ben Finley and just kind of, the camaraderie of, I know you guys are competing, but kind of the friendship that formed with that?
Yeah, Ben kind of off the jump, he just kind of reminded me of myself a little bit when I was younger. And I just kind of try to take him under my wing as much as I could, just being an older guy who's been, all over the place, seeing everything. Just kind of try to help him understand, like what it takes to be a college quarterback and the work that you have to put in. And he's done a really good job. And he's really smart. So he's going to be a really good player. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for him.